We don't need that. We could stack offense. Armor penetration. Let's just do this. I kind of want to save the scoundrel with... Okay, there we go. Let's do this. Well, greetings and hello there once again, everybody. It's me, your Star Wars dad, Nooch Too Good, and I've told you over and over and over again in videos, streaming, whenever I have the chance, that I really don't use Conquest to farm the current character because it's just too much for me. Depending on my account, I may or might not be investing in Conquest Pass, but unlocking the new characters every time Conquest comes around has never been a priority for me. I will farm certain characters more hard and more direct than others, but usually it takes me around the first 3 rounds of Conquest and maybe another 3 rounds before I can get them unlocked and I really go in hard on them. But I do farm Datacrons very, very specifically, and I go in hard on Datacrons for every round of Grand Arena. Let me show you my Datacrons here that I've got on the roster right now. We're about to reset. One of these sets is about to go away, so let's go down to my Datacrons. And by the way, this is my free-to-play account, so you can see that I've got the previous one that expires, well, by the time you see this video, it will have expired, but the Scorching Ambitions on there, I've got 7 of those. I did a great number of Unwavering Courage. I really like this Datacron set. It's good. I don't have a lot of the characters, but the side stats, like the... not evasion, but what is it? It's deflection. I like the tenacity's okay. I like the crit avoidance. I like the crit damage. So there were a lot of stats in there, a lot of stats for my teams that I like. And the current Datacron set, the Escalating Conflict, I love it, and I've been over it. I love your basic stats. Accuracy sucks, I know, but health, protection, offense. I love these mechanics that they got for light side and dark side in here. I really like the new set. So I'm going to be farming hard once again for Datacrons, and I really truly believe, and I'll stand by this, that Datacrons are a big reason why I am in Kyber 3 in Grand Arena. I was in Kyber 2 for a while, but now I'm in Kyber 3 in Grand Arena with my roster being what it is right now. I've only got 3 Galactic Legends. I recently unlocked Leviathan, like within the last, I think the last month or month and a half. I got it at 7 stars. I do not have a big, thick roster like many of you guys have out there. Again, I've got 1, 2, 3 Galactic Legends. That's it. Sith the Turtle, Jedi Master Kenobi, Kylo. That's it. And I'm in Kyber 3, and I've been in Kyber 2, Kyber 3. I've kind of gone back and forth there for a while. The big part of that is farming Datacrons in Conquest. And let me just go through. I'm going to show you how I do that, or talk about how I farm Datacrons in Conquest, so you can get a better idea of how to do that. And let's just start with the basics. I go as hard as I can. I will do 3 refreshes of 50 each every day in Conquest as a free-to-play player and also my pay-to-play account. 3 refreshes each every day of 50 energy here in Hard Conquest. And on day 1 of Conquest for me, that got me all the way to Sector 2, and I got the first battle done in Conquest. And I'll go finish. I'll do my 3 refreshes here later. I don't know if all my teams are ready to go yet. Are they? 95% on some of them. 95, yeah, so I'm pretty much ready to go here. As soon as I get to my full energy, I'll go there and boom, I'll finish Sector 2 today and make a little bit of headway into Sector 3 today. So basically, in 5 days, I'll complete all the sectors. And I need to do that because the places where I got to get the Datacron farming, it's not all right here. It's great. I love this. I love the fact that they've really opened up a lot more Datacron farming in the game. It's great. It's good for everybody. However, with that said, this is the place you should farm if you need to get actual Datacrons. So right here, you'll farm the actual Datacrons here. This is probably a 2, maybe 3-day process, probably a 2-day process, because eventually I'll come back here to get credits as well, Datacron, or data caches, pardon me, data caches as well, because I'll need a bunch of those later on. This is the best place to do that, although it kind of balances out since you're getting Datacrons along with it. These are not great places to farm. These you can get these better later on. And that's why you got to open up the entirety of Conquest, because you're going to get these better off later on. And I'll go into Sector 2. I guess I can't go into Sector 3, but in Sector 2, you get to the end of it. There are some data caches in there as well at the end of Sector 2. It's going to be right here, I believe. Let's go ahead and take a look. So there's those pieces. This is a great place to get these. And this is the data caches here. You can see it's really a lot lower than that Sector 1. And not lower enough that the amount of Datacrons you get is so traded off for the amount of data caches you get. So I will continue to farm these data caches up in Tier 1. Now, I'm making this before I've got the whole thing open, so I don't have it all open yet. I will tell you that once I've got everything open, and I'll get, I think that Sector 3, the first I think the first Datacron node of Sector 3 is the best place to farm, and I'm going to stand by this, is the best place to farm these pieces, these binding the Mark 1 pieces for your Datacrons, and all that, and also you can use Shard Shop currency to get as well, which I'll take a look here in a minute. So I believe Sector 3, the first Datacron node, is the best place to get it. Sector 4, the first Datacron node, is the best place to get the other two, the big fat ones and the other, so that's the best place to get the other ones, and then Sector 5 will be the best place to get the pieces to go back and re-roll, to the re-roll pieces in there. You also get the re-roll pieces from, I should have looked it up, I think you get them from Territory Wars or Territory Battles. I think it's Territory Wars. You get those re-roll pieces from. Re-roll pieces, I don't really farm as much. I tend to get enough of those along the way, but honestly, if I get a bunch of accuracies this time around, I may be farming the re-roll pieces. So basically, look to the end of these, and it's usually the very first, at the end of each one of these sectors, the very first Datacron farming is really where you're going to spend most of your time, and in this one is where you're going to get all the Datacrons, and come back here often when you need the data caches to get those. Now, there's also Shard Shop farming, and I've been doing that as well. When you look at Shard Shop farming for Datacrons, actually, I'm sorry, it's Shard Shop currency, but you go here to Conquest. No, you don't. Go here to Datacrons. Sorry. So I have purchased one of these, escalating conflict with my Shard Shop currency. I will purchase data caches here. We'll do it right now. I will come in here and buy these here. You will run out of these. The Datacrons are expensive to put together, so you will run out of those. And I'll farm these pieces. So I'll farm the inexpensive stuff here as I go along. 1950 gets a little more steep, but I'm going to go ahead and grab these while I'm in here. So I'm going to need these binding Mark IIs, which I'm not. Don't do this. Don't spend your hard-earned ally currency. Just go get bronze names of these. You're better off. You'll get much more shard currency with Shard Shop currency with 100k than you'll ever need to get. Just don't do that. Just don't do it. And here you can buy, again, these are the re-roll pieces you can buy here when you get down to re-rolls. You can probably grab some of those. That'll help me out here down the road. So that's it. So that's where you're going to farm these. I don't go and get the old stuff. That's already done. And then I will get some trade-offs here when these new ones have expired. I'll get some extra pieces. I don't remember exactly what I get, but I'll get some of everything in here. When these expire, they'll give it back to me for those expiring. And that's it. That's really how I do it. I spend 5, maybe 6 days going through the entirety of Conquest to get it done. And then I go hard. First, I'll farm... that's the wrong place. Galactic War. You don't want to see that, probably. How you doing at Galactic War, everybody? Then I go hard for a couple of days. I'll go hard in here on the Tier 1, on the Tier 1, right here to get as many Datacrons as possible. I'll also build up a bunch of the caches or credits in the meantime. And then I start farming the other pieces. And I believe it's Sector 3 the first node, and Sector 4 the first node. And then once you get all that farmed up, and you got enough, and you get enough Datacrons, and if you get 4 or 5 max Datacrons, and by the way, this time with Ray, with Darcidius, or not Ray really. I think that what's her name? Holdo is going to be better than Ray actually. There's some other Dooku's in there, some really great character Datacrons. There weren't many great character Datacrons for me last time around. But once you get up to 4 or 5 of those, you can really just stack up the rest of it with level 6s, level 5s, level 3s. Just get as much as you can here. If you can get a Datacron on most of the teams you're putting out there on defense in Grand Arena or Territory Wars, and on offense you still got Datacrons left, you can really do some nice things for your roster in Grand Arena and you can really elevate that roster. And that's how I farm Datacrons in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Let me know if I'm missing something, or I may have misspoke about the end tiers. I wish I had them open up, but hey, right now we were watching this. I'm on vacation, so I got this published before I headed out. Hey, everybody, that's all I got. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Always remember, Nooch too good.